thank you for blessing us for a full and graceful day. We thank you for everything and every gift that you have given us. And Lord, we thank you for bringing us together tonight for another impactful relationship maintenance night. May the seeds that are being sown grow a harvest, and that there is also a testimony for what's being put out, God. But most of all, we want you to get all the glory. We want you to get all the praise. And in Jesus' name, we do pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, Sister Carter. Yeah, I was thinking about today, as you know, thinking about tonight, and just wanted to put a question in front of everybody. Um, how much assurance is too much assurance in a relationship? You know, when somebody, you know, seeks to know, or they're trying to, you know, really figure out if you really like them, love them. I don't know, wherever you are in your relationship, whether it's just dating or marriage or um, how much is, you know, do you think it can be too much of a requirement for, you know, sometimes for people who really need that reassurance that you still love them or that you like them? Um, how much of that is needed? And, you know, sometimes I guess it borders on if that's something they really need, is a little self-esteem. But how much is really needed when you talk about feeling confident that a person really likes you or into you? How much do you think that is required of that person to actually prove that?
Pastor, I think it's going to depend on. I think it's going to depend on the couple or the group itself.
Okay. Okay.
Whereas it might take a short amount of time for couple A, it might take a lot longer for couple B.
That's a good point.
Depending on the maturity, depending on how deep the issues are, the scars or the underlying issues might be.
Yeah, yeah.
So
yeah.
I think it's just gonna all depend on that. I know for myself, coming out of something and in time going back into it, I am gonna need assurance.
That's a good point. Good point.
I am gonna need that assurance to know that that individual can be patient with me while I'm going through. I'm not asking you to put MD behind your name, but just kind of be patient and help, walk me through it. Go through it with me. I'm not asking you to change your life for me, but just know this is what has happened to her. It's going to be a process. Walk me through the process.
What does that look like to you in your mind, Frederica? I mean, what does that look like? I guess for lack of a better word, I'm gonna just say the nurturing process. If you were to start dating or get into a dating relationship, in your mind, what do you kind of see that person? You know, if it's not too personal, what would that person just have to be patient with you in? You know, what are some of the things they're gonna have to be probably aware of? That's a big question.
Scars.
I know. Yeah,
the scars. Yeah. The emotional scars.
Yeah, yeah.
Because I just wasn't married for 5 years.
Yeah, that's a long time.
I was married for 20 years.
Yeah, someone you would love me.
Yeah, really I was in a loving relationship, but overall they did not love themselves. Therefore, it jeopardized the marriage.
Wow. Wow.
So that left me in a different state of mind than the average marriage that does not survive.
Right. Wow.
That's what I was saying. It depends on
the people.
Why that person or what that person went through. It might be totally different for someone else.
Ooh, that's a good point. Yeah, and I guess everybody does have different histories, but what about people who saying I really don't feel like you do, that you're not into me or whatever, and that person say yes, I really am. Um, you know, is there if you feel that way, say if you decided to go into a relationship or maybe just to get to know someone, and that person says, I really am into you, but they, but to you it just seems like nothing. You know,
They
it's
slow
in,
walking
yeah, yeah. You know, right. You know, so um, i- if they say they're okay, I guess. Go ahead. Are you saying something, G?
That was me. Yeah, that's me. I thought you were done. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go
No,
ahead.
go ahead. No, go ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
it. That's Tammy.
Hey, Tammy.
Like, hey, like, so for me, um, um, I that's necessary for me, but not because I have low self-esteem, but because that's one of my love languages. So
Good.
I believe that it's getting to know a person and what you can and cannot tolerate. I think that's what it all boils down to. Because if you know that you are a person that needs to feel love and you're with someone that expresses verbally that they love you but doesn't show you that they love you, can you deal with it?
Wow. Hey, Tammy, what's your major love language? Where is that coming? What where is that coming from?
My major love I my major love language is gift like please and gift giving.
Yeah, yeah.
But
Okay, okay.
but another one is like touch and affirmation.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So
okay,
that's how.
okay.
If I'm with a gentleman, um, for me, I'm not trying to get, but for me, a way that I know that he's into me, I guess, is by how he treats me, according to how my love language. And I understand, that may be different for other people, but if I'm a touchy person and he grabs my hand while we're walking, or you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because it's my love language. I'm affectionate. I'm very affectionate. So just touches my face or something, anything like that, that lets me know he's into me, right? But if he's not that kind of person, he's telling me he is, that's not assuring me that he is. So it's to me what I'm willing to deal with. Am I okay with him just saying, yeah, I'm into you, but it's not feeding my love language?
That's
To me,
powerful.
that's going to end up being, for me, not comfortable.
Tell me what at what stage though? But since one of your love languages is affection, say if you just getting to know someone, at what level are you comfortable them getting into that space though? You know, so
Mm.
because because if
That's
you're that's like touchy. I mean, literally, for lack of a better word. When do you feel comfortable enough for that person to, okay, holding hands, I guess that's pretty safe. But if you're really that type of person where you like affection, at what point do you feel comfortable enough to allow them in that space?
so maybe that was a wrong example. Maybe I was just giving you a love language. But to answer that question, like just getting to know someone,
Yeah.
you're not gonna be touching on, you're not gonna be touching me, you're not gonna be hugging, none of that. Yeah, I get that. But it's like if we're progressing and okay, we're a fiance and then we're getting ready to go down the aisle.
Okay, like
Before we
that
even
point.
get to that
Got you.
stage,
Okay,
um,
okay, okay. That makes sense. That makes sense.
so no, not yeah, because I'm a woman of God, so we're not gonna, but I was giving an example, so maybe I should have used instead of perspective.
No, no, that's a good
Maybe I
example.
should have
No,
used
great.
like gift giving because that's that's how I show. That's another one of my look. That's how I show like I'm into somebody. I gift them. I give. I'll buy him stuff. I'll be out somewhere, thinking of him. He look nice in this tire. This pocket square look good with that suit he had on last Sunday. Something like that. So
Oh,
that's
good.
my way of letting you know I'm
Okay,
into you because I'm out somewhere and thinking of you.
got you, got you. So that becomes that's the element that you use before you. I mean, as you progressing maybe to a more serious marriage or whatever. Like I guess the gifts would be a way of kind of showing that that's still a way to minister to your that part of your love language.
In conversation. Oh,
Conversation.
conversation is it for me.
Oh,
Huh?
conversation. Okay. Because I hear that as words of affirmation, so I can hear that mix. I hear that. I hear all three, and I guess it takes all three. Yeah. So when you're getting to know each other, I guess the words of affirmation are powerful. That's good. I just love the love language. I love when people can talk in those terms. That's good. That's good. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. We can hear you.
Hello?
Hey, can
Hey,
you?
Pastor, listen. Okay. I'm trying.
I'm trying to get the gist of the question because my grandson was in the background being loud.
Oh, I'm just saying how much.
I heard bits and pieces of it, but what was the question?
No, it's
put your grandson on the bed.
Oh God! Oh God!
His mama just got here, so I'm free now.
Oh God!
I'm free now.
Oh God! Jesus. Pray now you go. Pray too, but
I got something to say too. Go ahead and chime in with your
I'm free now.
That's my dude right there, man. That's my big brother right there. Right about that. That's my dude right there. I love
hold on, let me give Gina the question. Hold. All right, Gina. What I'm saying is, how much does it take? How much effort does it take? Or is how much effort is too much effort to really let someone know that you're into them? How much do you have to pour out, or how much effort are you willing? Is a person willing to make sure that they do feel loved? I mean, is the because sometimes I guess it can border on low self-esteem, but really, how much does it really take, or how much energy do you have should you have to put out to let people know, hey, that you mean a lot to me, I'm interested in you? Is that so? That's really the gist of the question.
Well, okay, everybody's different. Like I'll just say for me, huh?
No, yeah, we hear you fine. We hear you fine. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. So I would just say everybody is different, but for me, I'm an observer, so I'm gonna look at your actions and I'm gonna listen to everything you have to say. But I do have that 3 month minimum. If I don't hear anything that's beyond the bedroom or we just dating and there's no relationship involved, then I'm out of there. That's just me, because I'm getting older and I won't kind of be wasting my time, and I have other options if I can, I don't want to waste my time.
Wait, G, wait a minute.
Gina, hold on. You give me 3 months though, Gina? For real?
I mean, but Gina, what does that 3 months sound like?
Yeah,
I mean,
for real.
Yeah, what do you look? Yeah, what are you looking for in 3 months? What is that?
Okay, just like a job. Before the job commit to you, they give you 3 months probation. That's me.
So you give them a trial
I need to know if you're worth my time. You're worth my time. Okay. If you're not worth my time, then I have time to get out of it.
Oh, okay. Wait, hold it, G. Wait a minute. Okay. Gina, what up?
So hold on. So Gina, you saying that like a job, you come with benefits?
Oh God, Jesus.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Oh God, bro.
I'm asking because I want to know, because you basically talking about a 90-day probation period. Jobs nowadays, you get insurance, you get health insurance, you get benefits.
That's right. What are you talking about? That's right. So in order for you to get that, they have to know that you are willing to commit to that job. If you ain't ready to commit, then they're going to let you go.
All right, okay.
But Gina, what I want to know is,
let me speak on this.
Go ahead on Freight. All right, go ahead, bro. No, Freight. I want to hear you. No, bro. I was just gonna ask. Gina, I just wanted to ask you, but what are you looking for in the 3 months? I mean, what does that sound like? I mean, what kind of actions are you? Yeah, what kind of actions are you looking for in the 3 months?
Within 3 months, I hate that comment, but within the 3 months, I'm looking at what your head is.
Okay.
And not just that, if you even have any goals. So eventually, when you talk to somebody long enough, they will start telling you who they are.
Right.
And little, but so much way. But you're gonna start seeing some red flags. It's just up to us to pick it up.
Yeah.
Well, I agree with you, Miss Gina. I agree 100%. But I think 3 months is not enough time. because you can pretend for 6 or 8 months to be somebody.
You
But
can.
I agree with being observant and watching out for red flags and stuff. But in 3 months, somebody can give you what they know you want to have.
Mm. Good
Like,
point. Good
like you
point.
have to right. So, one of the things that I learned that I guess I taught myself in dating. When a guy asks me, "What are you looking for in a man?" I don't ever tell him. I say, "I'll know when I see him."
Yeah.
And the reason
Okay,
why
yeah,
I say
yeah.
things is
I
because
see. Okay, I see that point too.
the thing you say to him, he'll become that thing for those 3, 6, 9 months,
Mm-hmm.
and then to woo you in and to get you in and get a heart attack, and then
Mm-hmm.
after he got you there, then he becomes who he really is, and then by that time your heart is already invested, so it's a little harder to get away,
Yeah.
Wow.
It was this man.
Okay, let me.
All right, go ahead, on Brady. Go ahead, on
I
Brady.
don't think it takes it. Yeah, I don't. Okay, we talking about. The question was, what does it take, right, for somebody to know that you feel it, they feeling you? What does it take? What do they have to show you?
Right.
In reality,
how much assurance do you have to give? How much assurance do you have to give somebody?
Right. So these are things that you learn through conversation. And at the end of the day, if I ask you what you're looking for and you're not going to tell me, I get it. You understand what I'm saying? I get it both ways. But at the same time, if I don't know what you're looking for, I don't know what to give you. And what I mean by that is, like, it's almost like I'm shooting in the dark. But to me, it don't take 90 days to figure out if somebody into you or not into you in order for them to express, their assurance that you want them to express. If somebody like you, they're gonna tell you they like you. They're gonna show you that they like you.
That point. But what
to
about
me,
the people praying that don't? What about praying the guys that are not in tune or the women for that matter that are not in tune or in touch with their
somebody
don't
is
know how
not
to
in
express
tune. If somebody's not in tune, if they're not giving you what you're looking for, to me, it don't take 90 days to figure that out. It doesn't. You know what I'm saying? If you are in tune with yourself and you're trying to be in tune with this person, you should be able to figure that out. You should be able to feel it. They should be expressing it. And some people are, like, a lot of people are a little, how should I say this, like slow starters. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Because a lot of times when I'm into somebody, I want to go a little bit slow as far as what my feelings are concerned. I can buy you stuff all day long. That's the easy part for me. I can buy you things all day long. I can take you out to eat all day long. I can walk with you all day long. But when it's talk about like actually investing my feelings and my heart into you, that I take a little bit more time with that. But if I tell you, because most of the time when you meet somebody, you look, we like to say we want to be friends first. I got that, right? I get all that. But when you meet someone, you either know that you want to date this person and build something off of that, or you don't.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, it don't take a long period of time to do that. So to say
well,
that,
they say that about men.
Say again.
I said they say that about you men. I don't know. They say men know right away.
Hold
but
up.
I don't know that other women do.
Hold up, Tammy. Hold up, Tammy. Who's they? Tammy, who's they, Tammy? Hold on, Tammy.
Society, that's how we talk.
Don't co-sign that, Gina. Hold on. Wait a minute now. Wait a minute now. So you mean to tell me?
Y'all never heard no man cry.
So you trying to tell me all the men on this green earth has that stipulation that we cannot express. You see, all the men on this earth cannot express themselves or give you that type of agreement or that understanding what you need. So all men are like that.
No, I think she said that we know instantly. We pretty much know quicker. That's what you're saying, Tam?
Yeah, that's what I was saying. They were saying men know quicker or almost right away when they meet a woman. Like,
I apologize.
Yeah,
I apologize. Forgive me. I took the words wrong. I apologize.
But
I can say the same about women.
Can I piggyback off that?
Oh, no.
No, we want no piggyback.
We don't need no co-signing. No, she made a point. The point was valid. I said I agree. You ain't got to add to it.
Y'all are too funny. Y'all are too funny.
You ain't got to add to it.
Listen, I did have one guy tell me that because he know that that I was the right one, he wasn't right for me because he wasn't ready for me.
Okay, I can see
but
that.
He already knew what type of woman I was automatically.
So he wasn't mentally ready for you, financially ready for you. What do you mean by what did he mean by he wasn't ready for you?
He wanted to get his whoremongering days out the way.
Okay.
And he didn't want to hurt me in the process. Thank you. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we mean.
Well, let me tell you something about men too. Now, you got to watch that line because sometimes men will say that because they want out,
right?
Because they don't want to take the brunt of it, so they say, "I'm not ready for you." Yeah, that's sometimes that's an ease. Because what it is, you'll let them go because you feel like they're whatever, So, because this is it. Because I messed up in all of my marriages because I jumped too quick. That's why I'm taking along. That's why I'm taking long in there because I jumped. I mean, I was in. I'm like, I ain't believe in no long dating and stuff like that. And I made bad relationship choices. So now I had to learn that out of experience. I mean, because I jumped. I was like, man, if I like you, let's get married. Like I know somebody should have told me. But people were trying to tell me. Yeah. And people were trying to tell me, but I just didn't listen. I thought I was, partly probably arrogance and all of that. I was just like, let's go for it. Yeah.
Right. So as far as assurance, would that be?
I don't believe there's a script, right?
Right.
Like, I hear people say, you know what, I've done this in the past and it didn't work. That's fine for you, but I don't believe there's a script. Like people like to say, oh, I want to wait 90 days. Okay, you can wait 90 days. To me, there's no guarantee. What you have to figure out is whether or not you and that person are on the same page. And the way you figure that out is through one, communication, and two, watching their actions. But at the same time, you have to be engaged as well. You can't sit back and say, I'm going to wait for this person to show me something before I show them something. You know what I mean? I believe that you don't have to be going towards each other at the same rate of speed.
Yeah.
You got to be moving towards each other.
So,
and it doesn't, again, to me, it doesn't take long for that. I believe, like, what the question is based on, the question to me is based on you already know each other, you're already in a relationship. Now all it is just reaffirming.
Right.
Yeah, I can see that.
I feel this for you.
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
To me, that's what that question is about.
Right.
It's not about getting to know you. It's I already know you.
That's it.
Hey,
that's good.
So,
yes, sir.
I'm a touchy-feely guy. When I'm walking down the street, I want to hold your hand. Those are questions that I ask. Are you into public display of affection? Some people are, some people are not. Some people are to a certain level. You know what I'm saying? And so through your communication, you get to express to them, hey, yeah, like holding my hand, putting your hand around my shoulder, putting your hand around my waist. I'm cool with that. Every now and then pecking me on the cheek, I'm cool with that. Anything beyond that, I feel like we should just wait till we're in a car behind closed doors or whatever. But if you're still trying to talk about 90 days, then you don't know each other enough to say, hey, how is this person going to reassure me that they feeling me? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I would tell you, when it comes to showing somebody the interest, I'm I'm gift giving. That's what I do. Right? And then through the communication, I figure out what it is that they're into. I like to go on little short weekend trips, little 4-day weekend getaways, or sometimes, or even just spend the night, a weekend in a hotel, a couple hours or so outside of, where we live. It doesn't have to be the extravagant thing, but again, all of this comes from, you already know this person. So if you're saying 90 days, you don't know this person. You're still trying to get to know them. To me, that's what that question is asking.
Let me clear that. Let me clear that up. I didn't say I was willing to wait 90 days. I said I was giving them 90 days. And the reason why I said that is because the person will show you whether or not they're feeling you. So if I'm not seeing it within them 3 months, then like I said, I'm not gonna waste my time to try to go any further because they already showed me so far what it's gonna be.
So
I understand what you're saying, Gina.
is there a difference between assurance? Is there a difference?
Isn't based on whether or not you're trying to get to know them. The question is based on you already in a relationship with this person. What does this person have to show? How does this person reassure you of reaffirm you that hey, I'm feeling you,
and not expectations.
How do they consistently show it to you? That's how I'm taking the question. I'm not taking it like I'm trying to get to know you. I'm taking it as I already know you, and hey, what can I do to let you know every day that I care about you, that I want to be with you? And the same thing. Here's what I need you to do every day so I'm sure that you care about me. You want to be in this relationship with me.
Yeah, that's clarity. Okay, yeah, that's good, Craig. Yeah, that was clarity.
What did you say, Tammy?
Go ahead, Tammy. Yeah.
I was saying, so the answer to me for that question would be to speak. How you would affirm me or assure me is by your actions, speaking to me in my love language.
Yeah.
Like language
your
is.
Love language is what?
All 5 of them.
I will throw the book at you.
Look. I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna prove to you all, Tam. I'm gonna prove to you all men are not the same. Your primaries are gifts and touch. Yeah. So yeah, I know. I heard that. So yeah. I mean, but conversation. So yeah, so you say all 5. So yeah, that's a third. So yeah, you're close to. What's your least? What is actually? What's the thing that you probably don't require as much of?
That's a tough one to answer.
Yes, okay.
That's a tough one to answer.
Yeah.
You can't be all encompassing. You can't be. Okay, it's got to be something that's a little stronger than the other. You can't be all encompassing with the 5 love languages.
Let me ask Tammy, let me ask, if you know that the brother is really, y'all say it's a year, suppose it's, y'all are really going strong, whatever. Can you be in a room with him and y'all, and everything is cool and y'all not talking a lot? You're just comfortable in that space. Do you need constant verbal? As long as y'all maybe sitting in close proximity and stuff like that.
Okay, so we're all adults here, and don't take this the wrong way. Yeah, we don't have to talk. So if we're sitting in the room and his hand is on my leg or his hand is on my shoulder, I'm good.
Okay, good. I see that. All right.
We don't have to talk all the time. But communication is very, very important. But no, I can do silence. We can be in the room. And as long as his hand is touching me somewhere, my shoulder, my leg, my arm, I'm good. That's like I'm in my comfort. I'm in my safe space.
Okay.
I'm watching the game. I'm gonna need you to be quiet.
That part.
Because I like sports too.
That part.
Oh, that's cool. All
that
right.
part. Yeah.
That's what's up.
Now that's assurance.
That's assurance.
That part.
That's not expectation.
Hey, that's a connector. That's a connector. Yeah. Wow, that's pretty good.
Hey, that's real love. That's real love.
Oh wow.
That's real love. Can I get that Bud Light Harry? Get some wings too.
No, you ain't drinking no Bud Light. It's gonna be some sparkling water.
Oh, you were doing good. Time out. Flag. Like flag.
But no,
that's what's up.
That's what assurance is.
That's a flag. That's a flag. That's a flag on the whole place. Oh, so I can drink communion wine, but I can't drink the beer?
Sure can. You can turn
beer. You are destroying my love language right now.
Braden, what was the difference between?
Yeah, well, I was going to ask him what was the difference between assurance or expectations. Because I think that sometimes we can get that twisted.
We do
about assurance and expectation. My assurance is just saying that that I'm comfortable, but while I'm comfortable, it's to the point where I've already expressed it already, but I don't have to keep reminding you or keep pounding or putting it in on the table like this is what I need, this is what I need. So it's like I now that I understood what Tammy was saying about how all men are like that. When a man is comfortable, he's going to put everything on the table.
That's true.
Because he finds assurance in everything that he's doing or that you're doing. So it's not the expectation. Like, oh, I'm expecting you to do this, expecting you to do that. No, it's to the point where if I express myself and I let you know this is who I am and how I'm doing it, and then you find your way to accept it and make that comfortable for me. That's when that's when I have assurance and not expectation. So I was going to ask the question: is there a difference between assurance and expectations?
Crickets.
No, I thought Freight. I was waiting for Freight because he said it was.
Mm-hmm. Assurance to me is what you give. Expectation is what you want. You know, but the thing is, I believe in any. We talked about it last week. We got to learn how to manage our expectations.
Right.
Look, I can tell you I love you every day without telling you I love you every day. Right? It doesn't have to be verbal. We can have nonverbal communication. Like, for example, what Tammy talked about, like sitting on the couch and I put my hand on the look. If Tammy's sitting on the couch and I'm on the couch with her and I'm watching the game, I can almost guarantee you that I'm laying my head in her lap. Okay, that's what I'm doing.
Right. Okay.
Like, I'm here with you. I'm here and now with you, and we watching the game. You understand what I'm saying?
That's good.
Like I can look. I keep a sticky pad on deck. Okay, so and I can write little notes, stick them all over the place because that's what I do when I'm feeling you. You'll know I'm feeling you. If I'm not feeling you, we ain't even making it to that part.
Right.
We ain't even getting there.
Yeah. I agree. I agree with
what I always say. Time is your most valuable resource. And the thing about getting to know somebody is you got to invest time. Either way, you just have to figure out when to stop investing the time. At what point do you say, I need to take my energy somewhere else?
Right. Right. Right.
But you got to constantly communicate. Look, no matter what we do, we got to constantly communicate. And I have I spoke to Federica last week, and I have a thing that I want to talk about, but I'm actually trying to hold on to it until I get into the studio, the 4 C's and the 5 C's, when it comes to relationship. But I'm trying to hold on to it until I show up in the studio. So
okay,
keep
all
it
right,
close to the best.
All right, okay.
But in all of that, though, it's always going to start and end with communication. Even if you're not happy, you got to communicate it. If you're happy, you communicate it. Whether it's verbal or non-verbal, you're gonna communicate it some kind of way. When you say, for example, you tell your girlfriend, your wife, your significant other, hey, I'm going to hang out with Pastor Miles. We're gonna go watch the game. I'll be home by 12. And you show up 1 o'clock in the morning. She got that look on her face. She just communicated to you that I ain't happy that you show up at 1 o'clock. So you know what I'm gonna communicate to her? I was trying to get home and Pastor Miles kicked me out longer than I wanted.
That's it, yeah. Now I'm be like, Frank, you need to call home, bro. No, that's what a good partner like, bro. You better call to the crib because listen, you can't stay with me tonight. You better call home.
Hey, when she call me and ask me where I'm at, I'm gonna be where I'm at. Don't put the GPS on me.
Like,
I got this. Okay.
I'll be like, no, look, Fred, I'll be like, I was asleep since 10. I don't know what Freight. I ain't seen Freight since I don't know. He said he was with me? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'll be doing that.
Again, the bottom line is, and the common denominator is communication, whether it's verbal or non-verbal.
Yeah.
You can make it as clear. Ain't nothing clearer than when it's written on the bathroom mirror, okay? Ain't nothing clearer than that.
And that's a good communication skill because some people confrontation is, and sometimes confrontation can be a deterrent to open communication. So a lot of times I think, and I think I did that in some of my, past relationships because I didn't want to go through the confrontation. I tended to deal with a lot. You know what I'm saying? It's like, man, it's irking me, but I'm like, in order to avoid some type of blow up, I just sucked it up, So, but I like that idea, I like the sticky note. Right. I'm gonna definitely put a tag on that in my mind because sometimes I think that would be easier, Right. Hey, look, man, I'm, just right. Hey, it's some stuff I'm dealing with. Because at least that'll put it in the atmosphere. If I'm stepping back from the confrontation, I think I've gotten better now as I've gotten older. But I think that's a good thing when somebody, if you leave a note like something happened between us, and I'm not in a good place right now. At least that opens the door to the communication.
Right.
Yeah. That's a good technique. Yeah.
There's a lot of ways that people can look at it.
And sometimes you don't want to talk about something right then and there. So it's okay to say, hey, we can revisit this later. You know what I'm saying? I'm not happy with you, but you know what? We're not going to talk about it right now, especially if you feel like it's going to get blown into a big thing.
But Frey, let me ask you this, bro. Let me ask you this. If a woman say, look, Frey, I'm not happy with you, but we need to table it. Can you still operate? Because man, that's a big when somebody say they got some issue with you and then they leave it like
that part.
Woo! Because then in my mind I'm thinking 50.
Like, what is it?
Yeah, it's like, wait. I'm not.
That's just like somebody saying, hey, I got something to tell you. And you're like, well, tell me. No, I'm going to tell you later.
I hate that. Oh, God, man. Oh, my God.
I can't tell you right now. I got to
go. So how do you turn that off?
That's a strong word, okay?
Okay. I don't like that. I'm going to say something.
But sometimes when somebody tell you they got something to tell you, but they're going to tell you later, it's probably because it might be something that it takes time to tell it. They don't have the time to tell it to you now. And 9 times out of 10, I can assure you that when they tell you that, you're probably on the phone and it's something they want to say face to face. Wow.
It's a cliffhanger.
It is.
A cliffhanger?
Yeah.
And sometimes it's really not bad. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes nothing bad. Sometimes I just want to, tell you later because,
But you don't know that.
It's a surprise. It could be like, hey, so what?
But you don't know that it's something good or bad.
If you didn't do anything wrong, you have nothing to worry about.
That's not true. That's not true.
Say again?
That is not true.
That's not part of life.
No, I'm saying that when you were saying that just because they need to tell you something doesn't mean that it's something bad. But you don't know that because they haven't told you what it is.
That doesn't mean, I'm saying, yes, you don't know that. But if you go into the negative, that is not on the person that said they got something to tell you. That is on you.
That's just like a child having to get a beating. I mean, that's just like a child having to get a beating. And mom said, I'm going to get you when you get home. Or I need you to wait until I get home. Right. You just wait until I get home.
Anticipation.
And you're like, what did I do?
That's different. You know you're going to get that beating when you get home. You know you're going to get, she just told you what you're going to get.
But it's worse when but you know what's worse when they get home and they still don't do it. It's like, when are you going to do it? It's like, because it's like.
That brings anxiety and all that, right? Right.
Ray, you got it. That's a different cut, bro. That's
if your mom tell you, if I tell you I'm going to beat you and I don't beat you when I go home, best to be counting your blessings. Because if I have to leave work to come home to beat you, every mile I drive, I'm going to wear that behind out. Okay? Every mile I drive, every time I pass at that mile marker, I'm getting more mad. Okay? So, yeah.
So I want like, I want to tell you something, but I'll tell you later. And then you made a comment where you said, if I know that I didn't do anything to you, then I'm worried about it. But herein lies the problem, because sometimes you can do something to someone and you not even know you've done anything to them.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's the part that I can't 100% agree with, because how many times have you offended somebody and you didn't even know it was an offense?
Right.
Yep. So that's the part. That's why I don't like the. I'll tell you later. To be honest, I'd rather you not say that. You know, because then you don't know what. For most people, even if they didn't do anything, for most people, I wonder what he has to talk to me about. You know, you want to know. You're curious. It piques your curiosity.
Wow.
But to say that, well, if I know I didn't do nothing, so I'm not worried about it. That can't necessarily always be true, because sometimes you say something to somebody and I'm not saying you, Fred, I'm just saying you in general, and you may not think that it came off offensive, or you may not think that it was insensitive, but to that person it very well may have been. And so I can't wholeheartedly agree with the part like I can do nothing so well.
Wow.
I'm just
look. I would agree to disagree with you, but at the end of the day, like,
I love it.
I love to tell you, look, and he'll tell you when you want them to tell you. You know what I'm saying?
no,
But
I can't. But I can't. You're right.
Hold on. I understand what you're saying. And maybe once we get to the conversation later, you can express that. You understand what I'm saying? You can express that. If I conversation comes later, unless I got the time to tell you, it's gonna be later.
What I can do is tell you that I don't like when you do that. I understand that we have something to talk about, but I don't like when you do that. So I'd appreciate it going forward. If you have something to say to me, that you say it to me when you're ready to talk about it.
Wow, that's
because I don't like that suspense. Now, what you do with that is up to you. And then see, this is in that 90-day period. If you continue to do that, we can't get down.
There we go again. There we go again.
I think that's a good conversation.
First of all, if we make it to 9 days, we pretty much made it.
In Frank's eyes, we made it.
Look, if we make it to 30 days, you good.
Yeah.
Because I can tell you, like, look, I find that the more you have conversation with somebody, the more you learn. And I like to listen. I don't just listen to what you say. I listen to how you say it. I don't just listen to your answers to questions. I listen to how you answer those questions. And sometimes it ain't even what you say, it's what you don't say that speaks the most value. That's right. I'm a very analytical person, and I can tell you that is probably one of my bad habits, for lack of a better term, because I analyze and I overanalyze. I pay attention to everything people say. I pay attention not to just what you say, but what time of day you said it, where were we when we said it, where the sun was shining, what you had on. That's just me. That's the kind of attention that I pay to stuff. If I'm into you, I'm going to do that. If I'm into you, I'm going to ask a lot of questions because I want to get to know you. I want to know what's important to you. Because if I'm trying to build a relationship with you, what's important to you has to be what's important to me. But we only going to know that through communication. And if you're not, forthcoming, and honest with your answers, I'm never really getting to know you.
That's
I'm just getting to know a version of you that you want me to know.
That's cool.
Okay. That's why that's the communication. You're exactly right. So I'm communicating to you. Don't do that because I don't like the way that makes me feel. And if you continue to do that, kick rock.
Tammy said kick rock.
We ain't gonna be doing that tonight.
Watch that big toe.
You got me, Tammy. Tammy said kick rocks.
Watch that big toe. That's why I only wear flip flops on the beach. Because if anything, I'm a kick in the sand.
Oh my
You
goodness.
know, but look, Tammy.
But all jokes aside, that's all.
Tammy, I totally understand what you're saying. Make no mistake about it. You know, I'm giving you a hard time, but the truth is, if somebody's into you, they're gonna respect what you're saying, right? You know what I'm saying?
That's so
They're gonna
true.
respect it. But say again. Say again.
Go ahead.
That was true.
That was true. Go ahead,
I
G.
said, that's so true.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but if somebody, if somebody's into you, they're gonna respect, what you're saying to them. They're gonna respect they're gonna be sensitive to your needs.
Right.
Not so much your wants, but to your needs. You know, so because in a relationship, you're not always gonna get everything you want, but you hope to get everything you need.
So I have a question for the men, since you're talking about insurance. I have a question for the men. Like, how much is too much? Because I can understand being in a relationship with someone and assuring them that like you want to be with them or that they're the one for you. But how much assuring somebody is too much for y'all? Like for me, I'm gonna be honest. If I had to come home, or I'm not gonna say come home because I'm married. If I had to talk on the phone to a dude every day, and I had to assure him every single day that I wanted to be with him, and he's not picking up on my cues that I'm getting because I'm not subtle, and he's not picking up on my cues, that would fatigue me. I don't know how long I could do that. So I'm interested in knowing like from the man, like what if you're with a female and like she's constantly asking you like, well, how do you feel about me? How do you feel about me? How do you feel about me? Like how would y'all when would enough be enough?
I mean, that becomes overbearing. I mean, it's something.
I would tell you that for me, when I tell a person that I'm into them, right? Not only am I saying it with my words, but I'm saying it with my actions. But I don't feel again. I can tell you that every day, but it don't have to be with words. It can be with little notes. You know what I mean? So when a guy, to me, and I'm just speaking from my experience, when a guy is into somebody, they let them know they're into them. They do all the things that they need to do. And it's easy. And say again.
Men play games. If they're really win, they'll start out real strong, and then that's how it goes. And let be gone.
Every relationship starts out strong, right? Every relationship starts out strong, and then it starts to level off.
We on fire. We can conquer the world.
That's true.
Because when you meet somebody, there's that initial excitement. You know what I'm saying? It's just like you apply for a job and you get the job that you wanted. You all excited about the job.
That's
Are
true.
you excited every day when you go to work for the rest of the time? You working? No, because you're gonna have some ups and you're gonna have some downs. You're gonna have some lows in that. You understand what I'm saying? So every relationship starts out, basically with a bang. It's just like you fire a bullet from a gun. The initial bullet comes out that weapon and it's speeding. Eventually it's gonna slow down and drop.
Velocity.
Right.
That's what y'all call. That's what y'all call it now. I call it game. That's what y'all calling it now.
Calling what?
I wasn't talking about. I understand. So we're not talking about an established relationship. We were talking about like. I wasn't. I'm sorry. I wasn't talking about an established relationship. I'm talking about like when you're getting to know someone, and like y'all are moving along in the relationship as a male. If a female is asking maybe like for the first 21 days, all the time, like wanting you to tell her, like, how much you like her and what it is about her you like, and, things like how, when is enough. I understand, like, when you're first in a relationship, it's like a bright, shiny toy. I understand that. But I'm saying, like, at what point do you, like, okay, wait, look, I didn't told you for 45 days straight, like, that's what I'm saying. I understand all of that excitement and then it wears off. I understand all of that. I just wanted to know from a male's point of view, can that become exhausting to you all?
Yeah, I think so because if I'm with you, if I'm taking the time to be with you, for me, because I'm not going to give my time to something that I'm not, interested in. So yeah, I mean, I understand that I need to communicate that to you, but if it's constantly, hey, how do you feel? Do you like me or whatever? I mean, after after a little while, maybe 2 or 3 weeks, is like, there should be some establishment, unless I'm doing something that make you feel otherwise. Now, if I'm doing something to make you feel otherwise, then I think you had the right. But if
There's a reasonable doubt for the questions.
But if everything is going good, you just say, hey, do you really still like me? It's like, what did I do differently or whatever? Because my actions should be pointing out that, hey, I still like being around you. If I'm calling you during the day, if we're talking every day or whatever, for me, and if I, verbalize that I'm interested in where it's going, if every day you still ask, well, saying, well, I'm not hearing it enough. Yeah, eventually, probably after, the first 2 or 3 weeks, that can get overbearing because you almost started dreading the conversation. Like, now I got to make this person feel a certain way because then that's pulling me outside. Not even out my comfort zone. It's like now I'm having to prove myself, and that becomes too much work.
Yeah, if I gotta prove to you every day by answering your questions, then obviously what I'm doing ain't showing you, and maybe, you need more than I can give. If you want more than what I can give, then I'm not that person.
Right.
And to me, within 21 days, that's a lot to be asking somebody every day, hey, I like you, do you like me? You know what? You're doing too much. Right. Okay, you're being a little extra now.
Yeah, I would have to ask a question. I got to ask a question why you keep asking me that. And then if you give me an answer to tell me why, then I would have to make a decision if I'm willing to stay with this or, like you say, kick rocks.
What can it
flip-flop?
Well, Tammy, does it become overbearing for women if a brother keeps saying like, I just love you, can I love you? And he's saying that like, every time it's like, I just love you. I just love. Do you love?
That's gonna be overbearing for me. That's a love language. But when it will be overbearing, when it's from somebody that you don't feel the same way about.
There you right there. Click. That's it. You said it. You summed it.
If it's somebody you don't feel the same about, you won't even be investing your time and energy with them.
I have male friends, and I also have male friends that like me, and I don't like them back. So if dudes are talking to me like that, that's uncomfortable.
Wait, Tammy, I got to ask you, Tammy, I don't want to interrupt. I got to ask you this. Who are the brothers that that like you and you don't like back? I mean, do you have friends like that? Do you think that they got that kind of energy, but you just not feeling them?
No.
Don't answer that.
Don't answer that. No, I'm sorry. Let's put you on.
Don't answer that. Don't do my brothers like that. Don't do my brothers like that.
You start off as friends, and then, like one person in it, like start liking the other person, but the other person doesn't. So we still friends, we still cool, but no, I don't like you like romantically. Stuff like that's what I'm saying.
Oh, okay. Well, Tammy, how did you handle that? I don't know how to handle. How do you handle that? Whoa, that's something, man. That's like, hold it. How do you know the brother likes you? No, how does the? I mean, I'm not trying to act like if I start liking you and then you like, hey, hey, no, we can be friends. It's like that's awkward. Then it's like, cause man, it's almost like you got a one up. Like, yeah, we friends, but I know you got interest. That's like, wow, that's like. How to be friends like that because you already know because you don't lose interest. You know what I'm saying?
In other words, what she's saying is that's an emergency. That's an emergency friend. Just in case something don't work out, I'm gonna break that glass. Hey, I remember you want to take me out to eat. Let's go ahead and take me out to eat. Look at her. You hear? That's exactly what that is. That's an emergency friend.
Look.
I've been there and done it.
Tammy like, no, okay.
I got the coat and the hat.
Woo.
Shine.
No, there's no such thing as emergency friend.
Yeah, I beg to differ.
Wow, that's interesting.
I beg to differ too.
I beg to differ.
I'm telling you, there's no such thing.
So let me get this straight. Let me get the understanding of this. He's your friend, and he likes you, but you don't like him. So why still have him around?
No. So y'all so this is what I was saying. Y'all asked the question on like how would I feel if this dude was telling me every day I love you, I love you, I love you. I said, that wouldn't bother me because that's a love.
Right.
Okay.
I said, the only time it will bother you is when you don't feel the same way about that individual.
Right.
Got
Hey,
you.
who's
Okay.
telling you that in 21 days, though?
Hello.
Example,
I'm just saying, I'm using the same example that you use.
Exactly.
Telling
Hello.
you that in 21 days.
Hello.
that wasn't someone asked me, like if somebody, and they didn't have a time frame on it. They just said, like, how would I react if a guy was telling me every day he loved me, he loved me, he loved me? Would that bother me? And I said, no,
Because it's
absolutely
love
not.
language.
It would not, because that's my love language.
If you like the guy.
But if it's somebody that I'm not interested in, it would.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, okay, yeah, that's clear. That's clear. Good deal. I can get that. Yeah, if you tell the brother no.
Right quick. Let me read this quote. It says, if she plays hard to get, it's probably someone else she's trying hard to get.
Whoa.
Okay?
Whoa.
I can't agree with that one.
Wow.
It ain't say she is.
It says probably.
Okay?
That is the opposite word.
Probably.
Probably.
Probable cause.
That's the key word right there. You know. But I would also say this, right? There's when you have friends, right? For example, if you have friends and they know that you've been through different things, right? And they've been there as a friend, sometimes that grows into an attraction to say, you know what? This person has gone through this. I have gone through this.
Right,
We
right.
seem to be compatible.
Wow.
Right. That's
why
good.
would I not say something? And so Pastor Miles, right? This is on you because you brought this up a while back. And I was saying, you remember when you said that somebody would say, hey, you know, you were the one that got away, and you were like, hey, why did you say anything, right?
Right.
So,
oh, yeah, man. That's like,
a lot of times, people, look, a lot of times if people don't say anything, right? One is because they truly respect and care about that person, and they're afraid of crossing the line. That's number one. Number two, sometimes they're not even more afraid of crossing the line, but they're more afraid of, you know, because they have such a friendship that they will be rejected.
That's it. Oh, that was me,
I
bro.
say,
Yeah.
Sometimes people can't see the forest. Sometimes people can't see the forest for the trees. You know, that person that could be the best thing for you is in front of you, but because you put this barrier that you put up, not they put up.
Right,
put
right.
Up,
That's right. That's
that
right.
You don't even give this person an opportunity that could be the same. And I get it, you know, because I've been in a situation where, you know, you're friends with someone and you've seen what they've gone through, you've seen what you've gone through, and it really seems like you guys would be a perfect match. And at the end of the day, if you communicate, you know, on your part with how you feel, and that person communicate that they feel differently, you know, you just have to be mutually respectful of each other's feelings. But sometimes the thing that you're looking for is right there in front of you.
Yeah, that's true, bro.
You know,
and I think
it's right there.
Yeah, you're right, and I think mine was more of the what if the no comes, because then if the no comes, then I, you know, then I'm trying to be around you, going back to normal. Like, okay, we just friends, but can that atmosphere still go back to that? Can somebody say, hey, you know what, Russ, I don't really like you like that. You're a great pal, but you know, we can still be friends. Like, hey,
no sir, no, Pastor Miles, don't do that. Don't do that, Pastor Miles.
You're a great pal.
A great pal.
You're a great pal.
You're a great pal.
Right. I'm gonna pile up out of this car and pile and change your number. Shoot.
The good thing is this, right? The good thing is this, that you know this person. You know this person. It's not like you met them and then you got friend zoned by the woman. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You were already, you know, you built a friendship.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because somebody asked me, can you be, you know, because there was a time where I would tell you, like, I don't think I could be, like, best friends with the person I'm in a relationship with. And what I meant by that is, I'm not going into a situation saying, I want to be your friend. I'm going into the situation saying, I want to get to know you and build a relationship with you because I want to, build a life with you eventually. And
Right.
then we become friends that way. We become best friends. Where, and through communication, we talk about everything. There's nothing, that's off limits. We talk about everything, and that's part of, being the best friend with somebody you're in a relationship with. But I do believe that you can be best friend with somebody and then fall into a relationship with them, but it has to be mutual. It can't be one way.
But Fraden, how
So
do
get that email, that text?
well, how do you push past that if the person is not equally like that though? They still on the pal level, man. They like you thought you were seeing all the signs. They say, nah, that's like
as Pastor Miles, as the Bible says, take the dust off your feet.
Stop,
keep
Tammy.
moving.
Stop, Tammy. Stop. So,
Oh, Jesus.
say what, Fraden? What you say?
Look, I still think that it's based on maturity. You
True.
know that you're taking a chance. It's no different than meeting somebody that you say you want to get to know, and this person say, you know what, I don't, you cool, but I don't want to get to know you. To me, the only difference is you guys know each other. So what do? You didn't cross the line. All you did was express how you felt.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Way. So
wow. Wow. We had to talk about that some more.
Hey, I put it out there. I gave you an opportunity to hear how I felt. Now you say, hey, you know what? I see you this way. It is what it is. Now when I'm moving on, you know what I'm saying? Don't come back later and be like, hey, you know what? I thought about what you said, and I think I want to give it a shot.
Okay, hold it. Let me do this. Fraden and Frederica. I know y'all are 100. But what if Fred came to you like, hey, Freddie, I know we cool, but I think I kind of like you. You know what I'm saying? Fraden, if Freddie came back and say, Fraden, now we too cool. I can't deal with you like that. You would still be cool with her just like nothing.
I think so. And like he says, it depends on your maturity.
Look, the way I am now, I'm not afraid to express how I feel.
That's what's up. Okay.
Let me say that initially I would be. Initially I would be because you know what? You and this person have history as friends and you know some of the most intimate things about each other based on that friendship. But the thing is too, when you friends with somebody, it's not the same as dating them. Like when you think you may I know you as a friend, but when we start dating, we get to know each other on a different level. So we really don't know each other like we think we do.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
That we have.
That's a good point.
That's a good point. You're taking it to a whole different level, and it's a chance that you take it. But I would rather, again, like, and this is based on conversations we had in the past. I would rather express how I feel and be denied than to sit there and go, wow, what if I had a,
Yeah.
Right.
That's what's up. I can respect that. Yep.
Look, to me, that is the bravest thing that you can do. If you feel something for one of your friends, is to express that to them. What's braver than that? Knowing that you don't even know what the outcome is going to be.
Yeah, that's brave, bro.
It ain't that's not the same as walking up to a stranger in the club.
Yeah, it's
That's
different level.
Walking up to a stranger in the club. That's not like sitting next to somebody in church and like, hey, how you doing? Conversation.
Right.
That's a different level of bravery.
That's a different level.
I can compare to that is the boys. You know what I'm saying? I'd rather deploy than to say, hey, girl, you know what? I've been liking you for a long time. You know what I mean?
That takes a lot of courage, bro. It does, man. It does. Wow.
Well, Pastor Miles.
Yeah.
Pastor Miles.
Yeah.
That's how I was getting what I had told you guys earlier. That's how I was getting those answers because I expressed my feelings.
Oh.
And they said you aren't like the right woman, but you know what I'm saying? That's where those conversations came from.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
That I expressed myself.
Got you. Oh, wow. Wow.
Let me say, I'll say this too, and I've said this before, right? I could be the greatest guy on the planet, right? she can be the greatest woman on the planet, but it doesn't mean that we great for each
For each
other.
other.
Yeah, when you start dating, it changes.
You know?
The dynamic changes. It does. It swivels. It does.
Yeah, look, it changes everything.
Right.
But the thing is, both of you have to be willing to take that chance,
Wow.
take that step.
Wow.
You know.
Wow.
And both of you not willing to take that step, you know, then you're just gonna have to be mature enough to be friends. You know.
I can kind of attest.
I've been through.
Where you go ahead, Freddie?
I can say that I've been there. I've had that ball cap, and where my best friend was a male. This is prior to my marriage.
Yeah.
And we liked each other. I liked him and he liked me.
Okay.
But we never wanted to cross that line, afraid that if there is something that goes wrong, we lose what we have.
Yeah.
Because it was so perfect.
Wow.
Well, one day, him leaving my house, I gave him a kiss on his cheek. And I didn't hear from him for like 2 weeks.
Whoa, what did you think?
He said that I scared him, you know, that he didn't see that coming. Freddie, why are we laughing? He said he didn't see that coming.
I'm gonna need more than a kiss on the cheek.
Oh God. Anyway, I gave him a kiss on the cheek, and it scared him because he didn't see that coming.
Wow.
And so we just clarified we wouldn't do that. But when I got married, it's kind of like our friendship kind of dwindled, and it was understandable to a point. When I started dating Barry, it's kind of like he kind of shied away from our conversation where we really talked less.
Right, right.
But as soon as I got married, it's like he vanished.
Right.
He vanished.
That's the only reason why I'm saying that.
He vanished.
Yeah.
And I didn't hear from him for maybe like 5 years ago, 5-6 years ago.
Wow.
He hit me up on Facebook to see how I was doing. And I guess him finding out I was still married, you know, after a couple of chit chats. And I even told my husband, I said, you know, they reached out to me. He was like, well, what did they talk about? I didn't have anything to hide.
Right.
And it's just like that conversation. It was just that conversation. And that was it. I haven't heard from him since. But
yeah, that's all I'm saying. That like that type of stuff, man.
Ooh.
It's very like Pastor Miles says, that's dicey.
That's dicey, man.
That is dicey,
man.
Like, you can't.
Wow.
Like, same experience that I had. Same experience that I had with a female, and you know, we go way back from 1994. But you know, due to a circumstance at that time it happened, we don't even talk like that anymore. Now, this is we like best friends, like same birthday or the same month of the birthday. Mine was the 20th, I think hers was the 19th. We both in July, and we went to the same school, and you know, basically everything that we had, it was like a true friendship. But once we took it further than what it was, it's like it's all of a sudden we don't even talk like that anymore. But then, the issue is that I seen that. I seen it come. I was like, yo, if we do this, our friendship's not going to be the same. So evidently, what happens is that friendship is not the same, man. It's not. So that's why I'm like, you know, if you're going to say that, for me, this is me personally. Huh?
You say you've seen that coming, so it's almost like you just listening to what you're saying. You say you've seen that coming, so it's almost like you didn't have any intent beyond whatever.
No, it wasn't the intent, but I just understood that the friendship was more stronger than just a relationship of us being together at that time. That's what I mean.
Yeah, because you know what's weird? Like I tell you, every relationship that I've been in, except for one, and that's my marriage. Every relationship that I've been in, except for my marriage, I'm still friends with the people that I was in a relationship with. You know, and because not to say that the will ended was always amicable, but we just had a respect for each other. Like I can talk to them, and you know, they tell me the same thing every time. You're the only person I've ever been in a relationship with that I talk to. You know, and I'm like,
wow.
Why? You know,
wow.
But I don't know if it's just because who I am, but you know, like I'm not like I don't dog women. That's never been my thing. Now, am I perfect? No, you know. But if I do something wrong, I'm very remorseful. You because I never go out intentionally to hurt anybody.
Right.
So I don't know, but I can tell you, everybody except for my ex-wife that I've dated, as an adult, we're still friends to this day. We don't talk every day, but when we do talk, it's almost like the conversation picks up from where it's at.
That's great, bro.
How your mom, how your kids, how you doing, in fact, I have someone that I was dating. Her mom passed away not too long ago, and we were just talking on the phone for hours, and we've always talked about it for hours, and then, something, hey, I even visited, and we went out and hang out, you know what I'm saying, and spend the weekend together, separate rooms, but just have good rapport with each other.
That's maturity.
I think it depends on
that's maturity.
Yeah, on the person,
Wow. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, I would say, and that's a different dynamic from being really good friends with somebody and then starting to feel for them. That's a totally different dynamic.
It is.
Because when you break up with somebody and you're friends, you're not trying to gain anything. It ain't like you're trying to go back with them. But when you have somebody that's your friend and you feeling them, it takes a lot to tell the person, look, you know what, I've been feeling you for a while, not knowing whether or not.
God, yeah, that's yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Like that is very, like I said, if I had a choice to do that or deploy.
You say deploy, God, bro. Now you ready to go to another nation before you say something that person good.
My bags are packed, okay?
Yeah.
I'll see you in 12 months.
God knows that's something.
That's heavy.
All right, y'all. We at 9:20, man. This is just good conversation. It was just great conversation. Yeah. But Fred, you got to come, bro, so we can get the seeds that you're talking about, man. See, it's just like what you said. We'll tell you later. There's like, man, what's the seeds, bro? But we good. See, that's how you operate, bro.
I think that's especially for Tammy, though.
But you know how she feels. All right.
I can feel. I don't want to do it no more. Hey, but tomorrow morning when I wake up and I'm walking to my car, I'm gonna kick some rocks.
They'll kick rocks. Yeah, Tammy got the phrase. Tammy had the phrase tonight. Tammy said, "Kick rocks." I'm done. Forget you, dude. I'm done. Oh my goodness. So I'm gonna let everybody say their good night, starting with the people online. If you want to say your good nights to the listening audience.
Crickets.
Good night, everybody.
Okay, all right, there you go. That's Gina Harrell.
You can call me Mr. 202 in the nation's capital.
All right, 202 in the house.
We keep talking at the same time.
Say again? What'd you say?
She said y'all keep talking at the same time.
They ain't got no
Okay, from now on, we're going to go in alphabetical order, okay?
They go to the military.
The number for 202 is
Oh, we can go by area code. If we go by area code, 202 would be first. Then 225. I mean, that would be Tammy.
Hey. Great conversation, you guys. Thank you. Good night.
Cool. And 252, Gina Harrell.
I'm out.
And then to our people in the studio.
Let's just continue here.
All right, to our people in the studio.
Awesome nugget night. I'm gonna say not chicken nugget night, but awesome nugget night. I just want to give this nugget. Let's be sensitive with our intentions.
Wow.
Good. And,
that's awesome.
That's good. And
grace and peace.
Grace and peace.
That's it. Have dominion together, not over each other.
That's what's up. And I truly still want to release us with the priestly blessing that comes from Numbers chapter 6, verses 22 through 27. Hallelujah. I like for this to be hopefully one of the last things you hear as you fall asleep, so that you can fall asleep with the blessing of God in your ears. Again, that comes from Numbers chapter 6, verses 22 through 27. Always ask if you somewhere where you can just turn the palm towards the sky. That means if your hand is on your pillow, you don't have to get up. Just turn your palm skyward and receive this blessing that comes directly from God himself. And it starts with Numbers 6 and 22. So then the Lord spoke to Moses, saying, verse 23, speak to Aaron and his son, saying, this is the way you should bless the Israelites. Say to them, verse 24, the Lord bless you and keep you, protect you, sustain you, and guard you. Verse 25, the Lord make his face shine upon you with favor and be gracious to you, surrounding you with loving kindness. Verse 26, the Lord lift up his countenance, his face upon you with divine approval and give you peace, a tranquil heart and life. In verse 27, so Aaron and his sons shall put my name upon the children of Israel, and I will bless them. Well, we get ready to get into our R&B set. Thank everybody. Hey, we'll be right back here next Monday night for Relationship Maintenance. And you are listening to WYRN 1480 AM, W295DK, 106.9 FM.
Goodbye.
Cool. Good topic. Man, it gets better and better, man. Bro, no, y'all coming, man. You here, bro. You here safely. Come on. We can deal with everything else. You still doing your thing with Amazon? Yeah. Oh, come on. Why are you spinning?
One of our
Did you know that you can claim non-citizen?
Wow.
I'm gonna wait until you turn everything off.
I'm done. Oh, wait. No, I'm not. Ooh, come on. Why are you locking? One second, WYRN, just getting my computer's catching up with itself. Give me just 1 second, and we'll make sure we get our music started in just a moment. Hallelujah. So just didn't want you to keep hearing blank air, but I think we're about to be up in just a second. Right outside of Greensboro. Yeah. Now, I know the exit 111, 113 on I go that way all the time. Hold on, let me cut. Ready?